What is your life? I want you to see life from God's view. In Isaiah chapter 4, verse 14, we don't see things as they are. We see them as we are. The way you see your life shapes your life. How you define life determines your destiny. Your perspective will influence how you invest your time. So spend your money, use your talent, value your relationship. Because one of the best ways to understand other people is to ask them, how do you see your life? You will discover that there are so many different answers to that question as there are people. I've been told life is a circus, a minefield, a roller coaster, or a puzzle, or a symphony, or a journey and a dance. People have said life is a carousel. Sometimes you are up, sometimes you are down, and sometimes you just go round and round. Or life is a 10-speed bicycle with gears we never use. Or life is a game of cards. You have to play the hand you are dealt. If I ask, how are your life is, or how do you picture life, what image would you come to your mind? That image is your life metaphor. It is the view of the life that you live. So, your unspoken life metaphor influences your life more than you realize it. It determines your expectation, your value, your relationship, your goals, and your priority. For instance, if you think life is a party, your primary value in life will be having fun. If you see life as a race, you will value speed and will probably be in a hurry much of the time. If you view life as a marathon, you will value endurance. If you see life as a battle or a game, winning will be very, very important to you. What is your view of life? You may be basing your life on faulty life metaphor. To fit the purpose of God and why God has made you for, you will have to challenge conventional wisdom and replace it with biblical metaphor of life. The Bible says, do you conform yourself to the standard of this world, but let God transform you inwardly by the complete change of your world and your mind. Then you will be able to know the will of God concerning your life. The Bible offers three metaphors that such as God's view of life. It says, life is a test. Life is a trust. Life is a temporary assignment. These ideas are the foundation of purpose-driven life. Let us look at the first two. Life on earth as a test. This life metaphor is seen in stories throughout the Bible. God continually testing people's character, testing their faith, their obedience, their love, their integrity, and loyalty. Words like trial, temptation, refining, testing occur more than 200 times in the Bible. That's why God tested Abraham by asking him to offer his son Isaac. God tested Jacob when he had to work extra years to aim to marry Rachel as his wife. God also tested Adam and Eve, but they failed their test in the Garden of Eden And David faced his test from God on several occasions. But the Bible also gives us many examples of people who passed a great test, such as Joseph, Ruth, Esther, Daniel. Character is both developed and revealed by tests. All of life is full of tests. You are always being tested. God constantly watches your response to people, your problem, success, conflict, illness, disappointment, and even the weather. He even watches the simplest actions, such as when you open a door for others, when you pick up a piece of trash, or when you are polite toward a clerk or a waitress. We don't all know all the tests God may give to us, but we can predict some of them based on the Bible. You will be tested by major changes, delayed promises, impossible problems, unanswered prayers, undeserved criticism, and even senseless tragedies. In my own life, I've noticed that God tested my faith through problems. He tests my hope by how I handle possessions and tests my love through people. A very important test you should know today is when you can't feel God's presence in your life. Sometimes God intentionally draws you back and we don't sense his closeness. A king named Hezekiah experienced this test. The Bible says God withdrew from Hezekiah in order to test him and to see what was really his heart. Hezekiah had enjoyed a close fellowship with God. But at a crucial point in his life, God left him alone to test his character, to reveal his weakness, and to prepare him for a more responsibility. When you understand that life is a test, you realize that nothing is insignificant in your life. Even the smallest incident has important day. A very second is the growth opportunity to deepen your character, to demonstrate your love, or to deepen your closeness with God. Some tests seem overwhelmed, while others don't even notice. But all of them has internal implications. What are the tests you are passing today? Remember, character is both developed and revealed by the tests. And all of life issues is all about tests. So I encourage you to always say things in God's view. But the good news today is that God wants you to pass the test of life. So he never allows the tests you face to be greater than the grace he gives you to handle them. That's why the Bible says God keeps his promises and he will not allow you to be tested beyond your power. To remain firm at the time you are put to the test, he will give you the strength to endure it and so provide you with a way out. God is grateful. Every time you pass a test, God notices and makes plan to reward you in eternity. James says, blessed are those who endure, even when they are tested. When they pass the test, they will receive the crown of life that God has promised to those who love him. Now, let's go to the life as a trust. This is the second biblical metaphor of life. Our time on earth and our energy, our intelligence, opportunity, relationships, resources are all gifts from God that he has entrusted to our care and management. We are stewards of whatever God gives us. This concept of stewardship begins with the recognition that God is the owner of everything and everyone on earth. The Bible says, the world and all that is in it belong to the Lord. The earth and all who live on earth are His. So we never really or own anything during our brief stay on earth. God just loans the earth to us while we are here. It was God's property before you arrive, and God will loan it to someone else after you die. You just get to enjoy it for a while. When God created Adam and Eve, He entrusted the care of this creation to them and appointed them to trustees of His property. Learn to love God today. In all you do,